Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Who said we wouldn't be back? We're back again, another episode. It's number 15, 5 Topics of Life. Oh, the great Sparty Talkback who's just set the airways on fire in the past, 20 or so years. And you can't believe we've got him the exclusive now on the 5 Topics of Life podcast because he's given the Talkback radio the flick. Or was it them who gave him the flick? Richie, pleased with you here as I say hello to Sparty. How are you? Former Talkback champion.
Yes, I'm good, mate, and you're correct. I decided that once we committed to this wonderful program that I was going to cease all contact with Sydney Talkback radio programs.
And can I just say to you that from all radio Talkback shows that have sent me flowers and bottles of wine and vouchers, saying thank you very much.
Well, yes. Well, the stats tell a different story, Richard. Given one of our topics that we're going to deal with today about what's happened yet again.
Well, why don't we start with that? I noticed on the sheet here, we're talking about, and look, one of our great topics recently was the position you take in the urinal. Yes. You said that you saw a gentleman who was sucked into the corner.
Yep.
Where you stand there, and those who stand swirlers.
Yep.
And then one of your great friends.
Right, that's a stretch, but
on social media, the great G War.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying the person that stole it. Good man, G War. I take that back, Greg.
He then sent you that my people that I appear on their show once a week.
Yeah. The
great Mark Levy and Mark Riddell on Macquarie. Just coincidentally, after we noticed that one of their employees listened to the show, bang.
What do you got?
The topics up on their radio show. With no reference to 5 topics.
No credit.
I will take it up with the powers to be.
Well, I think you should, because once, accident, twice.
Well, your other great mate, the great Gussie Warland.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. What was that? Gus is a nice fella. And it
wasn't Gus, but it was one of his producers. At one stage in a row, it just became a weekly
traffic
occurrence.
Waivers and that's right.
It just became a weekly occurrence.
Taking cheap beer and
wine.
It
just seemed to appear on there, and then on Triple and ABC took a couple.
Yep. And it even made it to top rating Sydney and I think Brisbane radio station 2GB.
Yes.
4BC as it's known up there.
Yeah.
So it's knowing no bounce. When you've given so much,
we
Richard,
don't mind.
No.
But just the odd.
Thanks, guys.
Little credit there.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Bottle of wine for you and maybe a packet of chips. If
you're looking for it, it's 5 Topics of Life podcast.
If you're out there, any of you young trailblazing producers looking to get ahead. Yeah, so it happened again, Rich. That, by my count now, is 9. 9 times we've had them.
Well, we don't have always good topics, but
no, we don't.
It just seems coincidence that it appears just after we.
Well, we very rarely cover the same subject 2 weeks in a row, and we did cover swirlers 2 weeks in a row, which may have even spanned over today being 3 weeks. So to all you blokes out there, and
listen, this is a topic of just one out of left field for you.
Yes, mate.
Now I'll admit that my wife and I voted in this federal election a week ago.
You're a busy man.
Well, they asked me, are you eligible to vote in the election early? I said, yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah.
It's over 4 million Australians have now voted early. I think it's a joke.
So do I.
But if it's going to be there, it's up for 3 weeks.
So I'm just doing a bit of rough mathematics. We've got 25 million. Let's just conservatively say that there's 9 million kids who can't vote. That'd be about right, wouldn't it?
No. So you're saying if we've got a population of 25 million, you're saying that there's 9 million under 18 and only.
I don't know. How many do you reckon there are?
Well, surely the numbers would have to be different. They've got to be.
Well, let's round it up.
You're going from all the way from 18 to 100, and you're saying that there's only 16 compared to 9 of below.
So let's go with 18 million. 20. Round it up to 20. So 1/5 of people have already voted.
At least, yeah. Well, I went down to Parramatta to Peter Wynn Sports Store. I didn't go there. I went to somewhere else around there.
Oh, yeah.
And the voting was just next door. He told me every lunchtime, he said they just go for...
Yes, so there's a lot. I think once upon a time you had to have a dead set, real serious excuse to not vote on the day, where now it appears the opposite. But anyway, it appears as though that's all over. And don't we love politics, Richard? Bloody great politics.
Well, it would be remiss of us not in being such a
cutting edge,
and widely
finger on the pulse,
widely revered podcast. So we didn't mention the passing of Robert Hawke.
Yes, yeah. Do you sort of agree with the current sentiment that he was a fellow that transcended political parties. He was
Well, you know,
the great
there's not
Australian.
many politicians now that or particularly. Oh, sorry, let me say, there hasn't been a prime minister after him that you say, yeah, I can't wait to go and have a beer at the pub.
Yeah, or
Paul Keating, but Paul's more of a wine drinker.
Yeah, but
Bob Carr in New South Wales.
Yes.
I wouldn't do anything with him. John Howard I wouldn't do with him. Tony Abbott I wouldn't do with him. Kevin Rudd I wouldn't talk to.
No.
Scotty Morrison I've had a beer with. No, not really.
I know someone who
Malcolm
you'd like to
Turnbull's
spend time
not a
with.
beer drinker at the pub. Looks awkward. He's the only one that looked comfortable.
Do you think I'm going to come from left field? I reckon you've got a bit of time for Julia Gillard.
I do.
I think if she said to you, Rich, how about we head up to what's that name of that Chinese joint we go to? I always forget the name. At Concord, that one. I always forget the name of it. She said, "Come on, let's go and have some seng choy bao, some satay chicken, hold the carrot."
I think she's done a couple of wonderful things. She's responsible for the Royal Commission into the churches,
So, big tick.
the banks, and all that.
Yeah.
But they call for him and that. Look, I think she was poorly judged at the time, and I'm what you call very much like you in your heyday before you met your lovely wife.
Keys in the bowl.
I'm a swinger. I'll admit I voted the same person the last 2 times in my electorate for the simple fact I've known him for 30 years, and whether
So, what's your tipping point though?
I voted
Because
out
you know
loyalty
him,
to him.
but you got to know him and agree with his philosophy.
I voted out of loyalty to him that I know he'd do a good job here.
Has he ever been on the PNC?
No, his kid didn't go to his kids weren't at my school.
Okay, but if they weren't,
and look, we rocked in different circles.
did you?
We rocked in different circles.
You got the funky talk going.
Well, he did move out of the suburb and buy a house over the water for 11.
Oh,
and that's
only 11.
11 million.
Is
not
it starting
11,000.
P and N in Utney?
No,
No, over which water then?
more Hunters Hill.
Ah,
And I'm not talking about doing the laundry.
right.
But perhaps you could sound like that.
We'll drop the R, as they say. Always helps when you've got a family that own pubs. One could
Well, he's
say.
part of that.
Yeah, good luck with him.
He'll be the CEO of that in a very
luck to
short
him.
period of time, Craig, but he's given politics away. So this election, I've got no loyalties either way. I will say I'd never met my local member until I met him last Saturday, or the Labor man.
Yeah.
And he's obviously from the shoe company.
Yep.
Crosby. And I tell you what, very impressive first time out.
Yeah, he's only a young bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, relatively young bloke.
Sam.
Sam,
Yeah.
he polite, come over, grab my wife and I.
Did he recognise you?
He said hello.
Yeah, but a hello, Richard.
No, not hello, Richard. He said, hello, how are you? I said, good, thank you. And he said, you're going to back a winner today.
So there it is.
So I thought he might have known me.
But you had to speak first.
No.
Huh.
I did have the form guide with me.
What time was it? It was a Saturday.
11:30.
Exactly. Mate, I'm going to throw something at you that I haven't got on the list, which
Yes.
I've just read. I think I'm prepared to say that Lego Masters is the success story of the TV this year.
I'll be honest, when the show, I said to myself, won't this be crap?
Yep.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. And I was never a Lego person,
No,
but
but there's something about it, wasn't it? That the enthusiasm that each contestant brought to the show.
But I got a distinct feeling they cut things out of the show because it was supposed to be a 29-hour build.
Well, I was trying to
and
work
they
that
did
out.
it in an hour and 20
So
minutes.
do you reckon that went over what, 3 days?
Yeah, well, they slept in that. My mate.
Oh,
once I
well,
did research.
tipper they would.
Yeah, they slept, showered, and
What about Brickman? What are your thoughts on him?
the Brickman.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what?
how good's he?
He's a type of bloke I'd love to go and have a drink
The
with.
Brick.
Well, I don't think the Brickman's drinking beer.
No,
I think he's a sparkling water with a bit of lime in
I
it.
reckon you have a
No.
Cabernet.
And he's so excited anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's sitting like, mate, what are this is gigantic. This is honestly the best sparkling water.
I've ever seen.
And the way they cut that lime,
Yeah.
wow.
And then he can go
I
up.
just keep doing it the way you're doing it.
But he's just there, in the meanwhile, he's just there studying the ice cubes. And in his mind, he's just getting a vision of how he can connect them all together. I liked
I love
the what about the amusement park? You always knew in the final that they weren't gonna win.
You know what I said though? If you look at for those people that watch it, I said the average bloke on the street will love the amusement park the most.
Yep.
But I declared the winners would win
Yes.
because of the intricacies and the workmanship.
It had depth.
Well, the same bloke who built that wave
Yes.
built the Grand Canyon in the show before, and I remember saying to myself,
You said self again.
I said, "Wow."
Yeah.
And the Brickman went, "Oh, unbelievable."
Can you tell me, look, you know a little bit about the TV industry and the media. How do you elevate yourself from someone who enjoys playing Lego? I don't know if he's represented Australia. Would he have a tracksuit with Lego on it?
Who?
Brickman.
Oh, Brickman.
Yeah.
You go and
How do you get there?
You go and search him up,
Yeah.
and there's actually, you can buy Lego boxes with Brickman made in it. Yeah, he's
You serious?
Yeah, Hulk, Brickman, Spider-Man, Batman, Brickman. It's
Back to Brick.
Yeah,
Back to
he's
Brickman.
in there and everything.
If you are you, I'm going to declare it. Bradman, Brickman.
Originally, when I heard Brickman was on, I thought it was going to be the bloke out of Seinfeld. That's Bookman.
Bookman. And he's just, he wouldn't be as good as Brickman.
No.
He's got no enthusiasm.
Nah.
No, I loved
We're
him.
talking about shows. What about, and I tweeted that the Celebrity Name Game, the American version's crap, and our versions were, you know what the worst thing is? So we're at dinner, and we're at dinner, and the controller was on the lounge.
Mm.
So that's a real contest.
Yeah, it is a big food.
Well, the girls had gravy on their hand because we're having ribs.
Right. Ooh,
Or the sauce.
yeah. Yum.
I had it all over my face.
Yeah, I bet you did.
But I shaved because I always shave before.
Oh, yeah, Matt, that's a must.
But no one wanted to get the controller. And then the celebrities come out.
So, look,
And I just thought if you use the word celebrity,
yep.
you've got to have half
Who did they have on? Because I don't,
two Sheilas I'd never ever heard of.
you know.
And apparently they were on Googlebox.
Is that the same very Google box that rejected us?
Yes, but
Pricks.
we get it as a total piss take.
Yeah, we did.
So they were Gordons,
Yeah.
still Gordons,
What's a female Gordon?
Gordette,
Gordette, yeah.
Gordette,
Yeah.
and now they were the so if you're going to do a new show
Yes.
and have, Grant Gagne trying to look trendy, who, let's be honest,
No.
makes me look like a fashion statement.
Well, you know I'm an
And he's got his half beard, he's
Yeah.
got sneakers on, he looks totally Gordonish. And don't forget, he's 2'7".
Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah.
It's like if shows fail, sometimes you look at the host.
Yeah.
And then they had to roll out the biggest names you could find to be the celebrity.
So they got the Gogglebox ladies.
Yeah.
Who else they have on there?
Well, that's the only episode
That
I
was
saw.
it. And then-
I watched 9 minutes and I said,
Yeah.
I went out the backyard. I got my daughter Jess to go and get my wife's sewing kit.
Yep.
And we got out the 74 pins and commenced to paint
In
in
the
my
eyes.
eye.
Yeah. Did you do your own or did you sort of take
Oh, no,
it in
I
turns?
sat there. Jess did left eye, Brooke
Yeah.
did right eye.
Family that points together
Yeah.
stays together, yeah.
In case if he's still breathing, I'll finish.
So, I'm a pretty affable chap, but there's
I
one.
just think it's
I can't cop Grant Denyer. I can cop nearly everyone in the whole world, but not Grant Denyer. I don't like him, mate. Not
Right.
a fan. And no surprise that show's no good.
but it's crap.
Well, so they're not even proper celebrities. So just quickly take us through what happens. What's the premise of the
They
show?
come out, they stand on the sides.
What, you got to guess who they are?
They've got to guess different things, different shows. It's crap in America.
Right. So in America, do they have
With
someone?
Craig Ferguson hosted. I've watched it a couple of times.
Do they have proper stars there, or someone like
No, they have Gordons as well.
Little Wayne?
They used to have my mail is from the original days. A bloke was tweeting me privately.
Yes.
Who actually knows my little brother who lives in the States.
Yeah.
Said, when they first started, they used to be big name, and now they're just.
So it's got
you know,
nothing. And then what?
yeah.
Channel 10 own the rights.
They now use people that are in the front row of the audience, calling them stars because they've been there for 2 episodes on the front.
They record.
You might have seen this person
They record-
previously in our front row.
Right. They record more than one show in a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For you people out there,
Now, listen, I think you'd be the only grown person who'd say
they
that.
call me Grant.
and,
How dare
and not
you.
realise it.
Yeah, right.
Mate, they can.
Yeah.
Don't you think Eddie McGuire used to work? So they do a month in 4 days on home.
Do they?
On
Is that much?
yeah,
Really?
or is
So
it
20
5 days?
episodes?
Yeah, they do 1 week. They do 4 weeks in 1 week.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did he change his clothes?
Obviously.
Yeah, right. And so you could be the carryover champ and 5 times 1 day. 5 episodes.
Yes.
Geez, that'd be taxing on your brain. What's that other show you watch with the chase? What's it called? The brainy one where you're going against the...
Chase.
Yeah. So how many you reckon they recorded those?
I don't know. But
I reckon you should
they
go on
do
that.
several.
You should have a crack at that.
I like to think that I'm no expert on any one topic, but I know a bit about a lot of topics. I like to read.
Geez, aren't Penrith playing well this year?
It's in the rugby league.
As
They're going as well as the Melbourne Demons,
Yeah.
who got out of draw last week.
2 minutes to go and they're down 30-6.
Right, I know,
what do we got? Yeah.
Double celebrations of birthday.
Yeah,
Now,
this is...
You want to talk about this? We'll make this quick, Lucas.
Okay, when did this happen? Someone close to me is turning 50, or turned 50 this week. So we're going to lunch on... We're going to lunch on Sunday. That's great. Okay, as a family and extended family, blah blah. It's like we've got to do the entree on Saturday afternoon for afternoon tea. So we're having the celebration on the Saturday with the same people who, their family. So basically,
Are they from out of town?
some,
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
but only.
Look, mate, it started years ago. A lot of blokes used to go away for their Bucks, started Bucks weekends and all that. And,
Yeah, I couldn't afford it.
No,
No, it's bad. I've had 3 birthday parties in my whole life, Richard. 9,
I don't celebrate mine anymore.
21st, and the 40th.
I had a big 40th.
Yeah.
My wife had a big 40th.
What about 50th? That's coming to us soon. Ish.
Yeah, my wife and I both had big 40s.
Mm. What about for the 50th? Would you do a double celebration for that?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway.
We want to get through. No, I've brushed my birthday.
Yeah, I know, and I understand why. Yeah, fair enough.
think I'd I'd like to celebrate my wife's next birthday.
Are you going to be brave enough to say the number of that particular
No.
birthday?
No way in the fucking no way. No way in the world.
Last week we talked about how we don't swear on the show. Righto, food hiders.
No, don't want to do that one. I don't like
Okay,
that.
fair
What about this? You do laugh at me if we go to a restaurant.
Yep.
And tell me if out there, let us know on social media, at Sparty Talkback or at Richie Please or at 5 Topics of Life. If I've got 6, if I've got 6 of us going for dinner,
yep,
I book for 8.
For 8, yeah, because it took me a while to work it out.
But you got to be careful. So the reason behind it is that I love room and they try and crowd you in, but you got to be careful where you don't overbook, so that allows them to move one little table.
Oh, I see the add-on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it took me a while.
What I'll do at some places, if I book I'll sit at the end.
Yeah.
And spread everyone out.
Yeah.
And then they'll say, I'll say, you wouldn't believe it, they can't come. They won't make you move.
No, because you've gone in too far.
I'm already
You've cemented your spot.
But I don't want to do anything wrong by the restaurant, but I like room.
You'd never go more than 2 more.
No. I'm usually a 1 more because
there's always got a single friend.
Well, just say I book for 7. I book for 8 if there's 7. I put 4 on one side. I'm always on the side
on the 3.
Yeah. I need arm room. I need.
You with your when you're telling your stories, you're not only.
Oh, please, I don't get a word in with you.
Me? You got to be kidding.
I will someone now. Listen, this is my pet 8. This is one topic.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a dog lover.
No.
Not everyone is not allergic to dogs. I get awful skin. I'm an odor, but I know a lot of people, including one of my daughters, still got the. Why do dog owners think the need to bring, like at netball on a Saturday morning, there's 5,000 people, they bring dogs on long leads. Every year they say we're going to clamp down on it. They don't. And then when you go to near the park and some lady, they just let the dogs run up and down. They say, oh, no, he's a beautiful dog. No, he's not. I just watched on the news the other night, a lady told me her dog was beautiful.
Yeah.
She can't anymore because she's dead. Why don't we as a society clamp down on them?
My biggest problem with what you're talking about, you know where you get dogs now? You're allowed to take dogs to Bunnings.
Well, you know what my other thing is?
Yeah.
Cafes that allow dogs and all that in it.
They put a little bowl out especially for them.
I menu. I've sat at a thing. I've eaten started eating.
Yeah.
Bacon and they've got a dog on the table next to me. That I said, excuse me. I said, I'm finished, thanks. I said, I don't eat next to dogs.
Are they allowed to actually bring them in?
They were inside, so it's an outdoor indoor, but it was inside on the. Oh no, that dog's beautiful. I said no. I said I have finished, and I put the plate and got up, and she said, "Are you going to pay?" I said I didn't finish, and I said no, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I said you allow the dog in. I said get the dog to pay for it, and I walked out.
What'd she say? I've never been.
So I'll get the manager. I said go get the manager.
I know what you mean.
I said I'll be the person walking down the street.
Yeah, right. I've never seen them in a cafe. I must say.
I've seen them in a lot of cafes. They just no, he's a beautiful. I said no, it's not.
No,
it's a dog.
What was the last pet you had?
Oh, my wife and I had a dog for years.
What's its name?
Crow.
Named after you.
That's right.
What type of dog was it?
You think I'm egotistical, do you?
Not at all.
You think,
what type of dog?
So vain.
Yeah,
think this song is about you.
Warren Ritchie Beatty. You know that song's written about him? Do you know that?
Is it?
Yeah. He's apparently a bit of a rap on himself. What do we got next?
Oh, Warren Beatty. Oh,
yeah.
His wife was in one of my favourite movies.
Annette Bening.
American President.
Yes.
With Michael Douglas and Martin Sheen.
Yeah, are they still together? You reckon they're still together?
No, I think so. You know, because he says one of the great. That's one of my favourite speeches, even more so than the Jack Nicholson, A Few Good Men. Is about Bob Robson
You love films, don't you?
films. I do.
Have you ever thought about perhaps doing a review? Like, as a...
Look, my favourite. I love this. We need serious people. We've got serious problems.
Yeah, that's a good line, isn't it?
If you want to go with someone, Bob, stick to me because she's too good for you. Yeah, it's a great show. Great go, great speak.
Favourite movie?
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Was in it.
Yeah, right. He was also in those other ones. What's your favourite film? Right now, you say, right, that's it. I've got one more film I can watch ever again in my life. What is it?
Bridge of Spies.
You know what mine is?
What?
Batman with Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Yeah. No.
Ever Dance with the Devil in the
It wouldn't
Pale
be my
Moonlight?
top 7,000, but anyway.
Great film.
Bridge of Spies.
Shawshank, that'd be...
Let It Ride.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
One of the greats.
The Sting.
The Sting, of course.
Yeah, of
Robert
course.
Redford, Paul Newman.
Yeah.
One of the greats. Dor Lonigan.
Yeah.
One of the greats, that is. One of the greats. But I love Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, I know you do.
Huge fan.
I reckon you've seen it, what, 15, 20?
No, I haven't seen it as many times. I don't want to see it like I saw the others. I will say one thing. I was a huge fan of Mrs. Brown's Boys. And I remember telling Tim Warner, boss of Seven, I said, you bring it out here. Anyway, rated good. And I just noticed how the night when I turned on, I watched 4 minutes, I said, you know what, I've had enough of you. Yet, I can watch Seinfeld 8,000
Yeah, I'm the same. You know what my equivalent Mrs. Brown Boys was with you? UK Office.
Yeah, I never saw it. But I know what show you're talking about with Ricky Gervais.
Yes, yeah, where I used to just, if it's on, I've got to watch it, and now I could just totally leave it.
That takes us into Dr. Ritchie.
Yeah. Oh, yes, right, Dr. Ritchie. This is from Claire.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Claire, one of our female fans. When I make a mistake at work, my boss lambasts me. Why can't he be like an NRL or AFL player and pat me on the back when I make a mistake and say, it's okay?
I know what you're saying. Footballers in all sports, particularly rugby league, I think is even gone to another level from AFL and other sports. A bloke will make a dumb mistake, and next you know, blokes come and pat him on the back. I know what they're trying to do. It's called positive reinforcement, all that. But they're not kids. No. That's what you do to kids.
Yeah.
These are grown adults. They make dumb mistakes, and they put their hand up, they come and tap on the back, they do high fives. Yeah. It's like after the game. I think there's far too many players happy after the game.
Which you spoke about last week.
You can be a great sportsman, but why be so happy? Yeah, look.
So what?
So as Dr. Ritchie,
right, yeah.
In relation to children, 100%. They make a mistake. Well, let me give me a kid's name. Archie.
Ralph.
What?
Ralph.
Ralph. No, Raph is more of a young kid's name. Or,
Rafa.
Yeah, Rafa. Great effort, mate. You'll get him next time.
Yeah.
Professional footballer?
Yeah.
What the shit were you doing? You remember something? That's mate. They react to that.
Well, maybe they don't.
Yeah, well, they do.
Maybe they get upset.
Well, we watched Penrith tonight.
Didn't they play well?
They think tackle's fishing gear. They think defence that thing around the outside
we're going to go
of the
fishing
park.
again soon. That was good fun, wasn't it?
Righto, Seinfeld.
Maybe. I had a good time.
What Seinfeld character do you think could replace a front man of a band?
Geez, that's a good one. Who came up with that?
I don't know who did.
Tobias. He's in a bit of trouble, by the way.
Let me tell you, I'll go with first here.
Yeah.
Anyone, and look, I'll be honest. When I was in New York, and it was years ago, and I was battling, real battling. I'm battling now, but I was going real bad, and we couldn't afford. So my wife went down to the streets and bought a black market movie to watch.
Okay.
And she brought back up, and we watched Death Blow.
Death Blow. And right at the end of Death Blow, there's a crazy lady dancing on the street. Right.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Have you seen the episode of Seinfeld?
I'm with Death Blow at the moment.
Well, Death Blow was the name of the movie that Jerry was supposed to be filming.
Oh, very good. Sorry. I'm normally better with you on that. Sorry, mate. Yeah. Keep going.
Get out and Kusa can throw the ball back to me. He's standing behind you, straight through the keeper. And at the end of the movie, you see Elaine dancing like she's injured.
Yes.
Well, with those moves, she could replace the Jagger, the front person of Rolling Stones.
That's very good. Wouldn't be much different, really.
I will say one thing. Mick's back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was very good.
Hospital, he's back.
Just on that, did you think
he's
that
almost 60 kilos?
It's choreographed.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that. I just thought it was all natural.
Nah.
Well, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Astaire over there. You know, mine's really easy. It's Lloyd Braun. He looks like David Byrne from Talking Heads. He's similar build to him.
I'm not a music person, and I've
one of the great bands.
But I wouldn't know one person.
And they're probably their most popular album come video was called Stop Making Sense. So we tie it all in. Lloyd Braun at the movie theatre when they were too scared, when Kramer ate the 20-day-old hot dog. Lloyd Braun, Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense.
If I had another one, I'd use the Bizarro Jerry.
Yeah, to be whom?
Frankie Valli.
On the shirt that I've got
the
on.
Four Seasons.
Yeah. Well, geez, I've seen...
I love you, baby. Ready? Quick question.
Yeah.
Who wrote their best songs?
Bob Gaudio.
Bob Gaudio.
Gaudio, not Gordon.
Who said Gordon?
No, me. I'm just correcting.
Who introduced Bob Gaudio to Frankie Valli and the gang?
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. The real Joe Pesci.
The real... It's a good story. I love it. I've seen it twice. I would go anywhere. I just love it.
10 times on stage.
How good are you going?
Yeah, saw it twice in London.
London? Where's that?
It's a big
Is that
place.
overseas, is it?
It's a big place.
Did you get on a plane to go there?
Yeah, I did.
I'm hoping to get on a plane one day.
Yeah. I even went back behind those curtains. There was people back there. I thought it was a petting zoo. I took the kids down there. Then quickly ushered back upstairs.
It is. Yeah. What? So 10 times. Yeah. Well, I've only seen it.
Well, a mate of mine, Jerry Walsh, the big Jerry from Melbourne.
Right.
He
with a G or a J?
He's a G. But when we go and see Jersey Boys on the signing sheet, he signs it with a J just for that night.
For that night, yeah.
For Jersey Boys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And what's his story? Who's he?
He looks after big punters.
He's a big punter man.
There you go, Jerry. He's a funny man. I've known him a long time.
Next time they come, you reckon I could just get on your tails and we could...
I met him through good
on a road
mates,
trip?
Michael Sullivan, him, me, Jerry, Sam Kegovich, who's coming up, of course, to speak at my the race day in honour of my brother in a couple of weeks' time.
Which we should give that a quick wrap. People should go. That'll be a great day racing.
If you're looking to want to go the 1st of June, there's only about 300. We've got about 970. It's a 1,000 people cap.
I'm going.
You'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm bringing Kenny out of retirement again to host it.
He was good last year.
Yeah, he was fair.
He was only fair?
Yeah, he was fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, you're a tough marker.
I am a tough marker. 5 topics of life. Hope you enjoyed another episode. We've gone longer. Yeah. We've absolutely dribbled the last little few minutes.
Yep.
At Sparty Talkback, at Richie Please, or at 5 topics of life. Stay good, everybody. Be safe, and
we'll see you next week.
Yeah, I was going to say something.
You had something profound there.
Yeah, I did.
It just escaped you, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't. I just thought to myself, in this day and age of Israel Folau, I thought I might let it go.
Yeah, don't make me hit stop because I don't know how to start again.
Your boyfriend. See you, everybody.
Bye.